in the red. And we've got a full blood warm moon. Let me show you this right here. Full web. Okay, we got a full moon. Where's the blood moon? Where's the warm moon? I know someone said that they gave a name to this moon also, like the warm moon. Today is Thursday, the 13th. We're going to have a total lunar eclipse that's coming. Hello, Marianne. Hey there, Miss Freedom. We're going to have a total solar eclipse. Then look at this right here. Then at the end of the month, we got a super new moon and a partial solar eclipse. Well, the eclipse, the total lunar eclipse, you can see it right here. I don't have the exact time, but today is the 13th. It's lucky number 13. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, lucky number 13, but that Schumann resonance, it's off the charts. It really is. I've not seen it spiked red like this for I don't know how long. I've seen it whited out and things in like blanked areas. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. I'm gonna throw some standard moderators on here. I hope you all don't mind. Yeah, let me do this. We got some just some standard moderators on here, just in case it gets out of hand, you all. We can see it. Hey there, Kim Possible. We're going to get some standard moderators on here. I think we got it covered. I did something different on this channel. I switching up the moderators to subscribers and members. People in the live stream. Look at this. Let's read this, you all. The Schumann resonance is off the charts. This is from Higher Dimensions. And not only that, but there is a lunar eclipse and a massive storm brewing in the Midwest. We need to hydrate, ground to earth hard. Watch your attitude. Watch your attitude, and defensive driving is a must through this week. Lots of changes this week, so take it 1 hour at a time. And here we go. I think that's really good advice. 1 hour at a time with this energy flowing through. You may have woke up this morning and you felt that energy, or you may saw somebody you're talking to thinking, what on earth has gotten into you? And then they say, I don't know if this moon is affecting my energy. And you're looking at them and they kind of, getting out of hand. You're thinking, yeah, I think it is affecting your attitude. This is true. There are people who think that, oh, that's perfect, Kim Possible. Yeah, from the observatory. Look at this. You can see it. This is the Schumann resonance. I don't know what's going on at the observatory because I have not been over there, but with this right here happening, and it's a tumultuous week because tomorrow is the 14th. That's when they want to have a government shutdown. And tomorrow is the full moon. So there's all kinds of energy and the total lunar eclipse. It's not like this energy is going to occur all just on that day, only when that day turns 12 o'clock midnight. It's not when this energy from the full moon and the lunar eclipse is going to happen. No, the energy is going to come flowing in, and it is flowing in. It's like something that's making its way toward you, traveling. And when it reaches your destination, the arrival, then you feel the full impact. And then when it leaves, you still have the after effects of that full moon, the energy associated with it. You have had migraines. Wow. Don't try to mess up has anyone else had migraines and things like that? You are. This is kind of wild. Hey there, Blackjack Guitar. You retired from driving the big trucks. It's a good thing because you wouldn't want to be out on the road when people are wild. When I was coming home from my mom's the other day, there was 2 cars going really fast, and they know that lane ended. I get over in the slow lane, and there's another lane, and there's a lane telling these people in this lane is ended, you need to get over. That they were doing around 90 miles an hour, and they were chasing each other, weaving in and out of traffic. I thought, oh my gosh, you are going way over the speed limit, and that's kind of dangerous. You know what to do? I slow down even more, thinking, don't even get nowhere near me. If they're in that big of a hurry, they didn't have no flashing lights, but this energy right here, and it is peaking. And the full moon, for those who think, oh, well, there's nothing to the full moon. The full moon doesn't affect anyone. Let's look at this, you all. It does affect. If this full moon did not have energy associated with it, you wouldn't be seeing it in the news. You wouldn't see astrologers and astronomers and readers and stuff, psychic people talking about the full moon and the energy that comes with it. It wouldn't be nowhere to be found, but because they're talking about it, it's blasted all out there. There is energy associated with it. There are rituals associated with that full moon, the lunar eclipse that's coming in. And when that energy spikes on that Schumann resonance, because that's really big, it is. That's a big spike, and it already looks like it's kind of off. Look up there, you guys. It's up here, and then no. You've been feeling it since Tuesday. You felt it coming in. It's like when you have somebody getting ready to arrive in your house, and you're so excited, and you feel the energy, and they ain't even here yet. And when you get here, the boom, there comes the climax, and boom. And then you got it just, the energy, after they leave, the energy just slowly goes with them. It's strange. Energies leave signatures. And I believe they send a signature that can be read before the energy gets here, like this moon and the blood moon, Catherine. Is it the blood warm moon? Because I was saying this, the blood moon, it's my saying, no, it's a warm, blood warm moon. Let me see if I can get that, a blood warm moon, if I can get it, blood warm. Somebody was correcting me, and I thought, okay, fine, warm moon energy, you all. This is not good. And if you look at the politics in this country and all around the world, what's happened in the geopolitical world and just even outside of politics, oh, it's getting bad. It's really getting bad. We got to get this in here, you all. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, we got it. Look at this, North America. North Sea, it's a blood warm moon. It doesn't even sound good, a blood warm moon. Get ready, you all, says, get ready for the blood warm moon. It is a phenomenon that will make the moon red during a total lunar total lunar eclipse. The full moon will peak at the illumination at 2:55 a.m. on Friday. So 2:55 in the morning, 5 minutes before the 3 o'clock hour. Isn't that interesting? 5 minutes before 3 o'clock. Why 2:55? And you know things happen at 3 o'clock. People automatically wake up. Is it like the energy is going to be waking up? No. See, this thing out there is making too loud of a noise. No, see, you got to stop it. I'm trying to do a video. No, I can't have it. You need to go wherever you came from. You've been honking. You've been squawking. Okay, yeah, you go over there where you're at. You are. No, see. This is not good. So now my nose is tickling on my right side. That's the negative rim. Let's get back to this moon because this is important. So it's Friday. The last one was seen around the world. Stay inside and pray. Humpty Bumpty. You know what someone told me? Gina, do not go outside and film the moon during an eclipse. Don't be out where there's a full moon or something because of the energy associated. And this is a person who knows all too well about the moon's energy because they've studied it. And they're in, where you can feel all these energies and stuff, very intuitive and psychic and stuff. Stay away. Don't be out in the moon's energy. You don't want to be out in it, you all. Some scary things could happen. And people are already feeling the effect, and they're thinking, I wonder if that full moon coming has an effect on my behavior. And you hear them getting irritable and stuff, and you look at them. You wonder? Well, let me tell you, I can answer your question. It's having an effect. Plus a time change. They say, oh, that time change don't have an effect on my behavior. And then they'll think, wonder why I feel like I feel. Why am I so grouchy too? And then now you got the full moon, and then you got a blood warm moon with the eclipse. That's what's going to happen. So a total lunar eclipse. So the moon, what's going to eclipse the moon? Is it going to be the sun that's going to eclipse the moon? It's affected you since you was in a teen. Wow, Amy. The moon is gazing during an eclipse. Wow. And it's the 13th of March. Was there something about the 13th of March, something important about that number? Well, something's supposed to come in, some kind of energy. And they were talking about some kind of blue light energy that was just barreling in. But it's not a blue moon. You've been talking about this today in UK. Wow, Odetta. Odetta reminds me of Odessa, Ukraine, where we found all the web plasma. We followed that thing for around 3 or 4 months, and then boom, and you know what happened? It all spilled out into the physical realm. But there was a battle taking place, a massive, massive, massive web battle, a plasma battle taking place in Odessa on the live cam, and then they took it away. What's it mean, you all? We got to see what it means spiritually. If you're wondering, I don't know what it means spiritually. Oh, so a blood moon is a total lunar eclipse. So you, okay, I got it. I thought maybe the moon just turned blood red just because, but now I know that it's a total lunar eclipse. And it's often viewed as a time of intensified energy. You all get ready for that intense energy. You may see some people just blowing their tops, losing it, having fits of rage and stuff. Or you may see some people thinking, okay, I got this. I have got this. I'm not going to let this energy do this to me. I am going to harness the energy. I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm going to be very productive. I'm not going to let this energy take me in the wrong direction. I am literally going to embrace it, and I'm gonna transmute that energy to where it's not going to have the effect that whatever it wants. I can't even see the sun. Can you see it? I don't even know where it's at. I can't even see if I can get that sun in here. It's too bright. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can even get it. I want to see if I can get that sun to see if there's still two suns up there in the sky, since I can't see a thing. Oh, it's like, let me go. We got to look. We got to look. No, it's intense energy that's coming out. Let me look. What's that? Why is it down there? That's what this is my sky looks like right here. It's too hot. I can't look at the sun at all. We got to finish reading about the moon. Let's finish reading about it because it's going to be intensifying. And if you're working around people who are already irritated, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And they won't care. They'll think, oh, it's just another day with me being irritated. No, but you don't realize their irritation is intensified even more so. Let's look at this. A blood moon, total lunar eclipse, is viewed as a time of intensified energy transformation. Well, I'll take that transformation for the better. I don't want to transform for the worse, but some people may be transforming for the worse, and I'm not saying it just to say it. Oh no, they may transform for the worse. You may see the worst in people. A chance for spiritual growth. Yes, if you're going to grow spiritually, you want to grow in the right way. You want to improve your life, not destroy your life. You want to make improvements all around you, spiritually speaking, your relationships. You don't want to go and be a big wrecking ball and be destructive. No, you don't want to let this energy do that. You don't want to go backwards in spiritual growth for the dark. That's right, for the better can possible. Potentially marking a period of release and renewal. Yes, we can just release it. Oh, yeah, I think I had a renewal. That's good. But what if there's people who don't believe in all of this and they just go the other way? That's the scary part. You got a blood moon. We've got the Schumann resonance. You see, it's already getting prepared. It's getting the blood red on it. The blood red Schumann resonance. And then we got the blood moon. So we got two blood things happening. That's signaling the arrival. I really do believe that this is signaling the arrival. And who knows what the sun is doing? Who knows what it's doing? Oh, it's something, the Pope Francis in 2013, do you know that when he was elected, when he got nominated Pope, do you know he signed a thing, he signed whatever on a piece of paper in the event upon his death or whatever, that something would occur. He already signed something. The moment he was elected, if something were to happen, he wasn't able to carry out his papal duties. I forget what it was, but we did a video on it. It's been a long time ago. Is he still alive? Okay, we got the red Schumann resonance. Okay, let's see this. They are more, okay, you can have more energetic peaks akin to the energetic crest of a wave, bringing a surge of cosmic energy that can amplify both emotions and spiritual awareness. So it's going to come in surge. You know how the waves come in? And then another wave comes in, and it's coming in. I wonder if you're going to see people go up and down with the waves of the energy that's coming in. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. Yes, gracious Heavenly Father, may you be with everyone. May you keep your hand over us. May you protect us. May you give us the strength to ride this wave of energy that's coming in. And may we surf it all the way to the shore. And just may you keep us on that wave and don't bring us crashing down with that wave in the name of precious Jesus. Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it. We do not want to crash down with that wave. We want to surf it and ride it all the way to the shore. You got to release and let go, you all. It can symbolize it can symbolize deep shifts and changes, and that could be that. I like to think of that as for the good, but you may see somebody do a deep shift and with some bad changes. Really, I believe that the energy you'll be able to harness it. Look at that. You will be able to harness the energy, and depending on what you do with that energy, you need to let go of the old and embrace the new beginnings, you all. Let's hope that the whole world can do that. The new beginnings, and the new beginnings are the ones that are going to bring us peace and prosperity and love for one another. That's what the new beginnings should be. That should be the goal. Peace, prosperity, love, not destruction. No, we don't want the destruction because we got a red Schumann resonance. You can see it up here. It's red, and it's right on time to announce the blood moon, the full blood warm moon, because of the eclipse that's going to occur at 2:55 a.m. 2:55 a.m. in the morning, tomorrow morning on March the 14th. That's when it happens. That's right. Hey there, Rita. Let's look at this, you all. We got to see what's going to do it, because you don't want your emotions all over the place. You want to embrace it. You want to release and let go. The power of the blood moon can be harnessed for letting go of what no longer serves you and move toward goals with clarity and focus. I think that's wonderful. So what no longer serves us is all of the division and all of that kind of stuff, the hate and everything. No, 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 we don't want no part of it. We don't want no part of it. We want to focus on what's good. We want to be able to focus on our lives, our relationships with one another. We don't want to focus on how can I get back at this person? How can I destroy this? How can I do this? See, you don't want to have evil intent in your heart with this energy, because once you invite that evil in, it may take over your heart. It really may. Chances are it will for some people. It will take over their heart if they're using this energy to go about being destructive. That's a bad, bad way to use the energy. But there will be some who does it. Big ritualistic people who do it, who have evil in their hearts. Are they going to harness it, you all? That's okay. We can take that energy and make our light even brighter. Super, super bright. Brighter than the sun, spiritually speaking, because our light altogether will be brighter than the sun. Let's get it, you all. A connection to the natural cycles. The blood moon is a reminder of the natural cycles of Earth, and they can help us ground ourselves during a time of chaos. Well, why did you have to say a time of chaos? Is this really, is this like this? Is this what we're going to see if you turn on any type of device, you're going to see chaos? Oh, you're going to see chaos rear its ugly head. There's no doubt about it. But we don't need to be swept away in that chaos wave. We don't. We don't need to be swept away in it. We don't want to give in to the chaos. We want to stay grounded, because you've seen that Schumann resonance. It's heralding in the blood moon right there. The blood moon is 2:55 in the morning is when it's going to be here. So you just don't go out in the energy unless you like going out in that energy of the moon. Yeah. Am I going to go out in it? No. And it's only red when it first starts rising in the sky at times. Yes. Hey there, Miss Constitution. Let's flip it around, you all. Oh, look at that. They're already talking about the rituals, the pagan rituals and divination. You know what divination is, don't you? Oh, in some pagan and spiritual traditions, the blood moon is a time for rituals. Don't even go there, you all. Don't go there. Don't go there, because the Schumann resonance is already red, and we don't want to go there about the red. And this is the blood moon right there. You can see it right here. This news, 90% of the news is held by 3 or 6 people or 6 organizations. Where was we at, you? I was supposed to be reading about this blood moon. Look at this. Okay. It's focusing, using tarot, runes. What are runes? Runes? Are runes writings, maps? What are runes? Runes. Meditation and journaling. Okay, you can journal to gain insight from the spirit world and reflect on personal growth. Okay, I would be one that would probably meditate, just like connect with nature and stuff like that. Would you do that? Yeah. I used to go mushroom hunting, morel mushrooms. I don't do it anymore. Oftentimes up by our trees, the apple trees up there, they pop up. They do. But I don't really do that very much anymore. If I see one out there, like clusters of them, I'll get them. This time, if I see them, I'm going to eat them instead of letting them soak, thinking, oh, I'll just fix them when somebody else wants to eat them. No, we're going to cook them right then and there when I get them. And it may not be but a handful, but that's okay, you all. It's okay. Let's look at this. You got the Schumann resonance. It's red, heralding in the blood warm moon. That is, you can see it, it's 2:55 in the morning when this blood moon is coming on a Friday, the 14th, and there's a lot of energy associated with very intensified energy. It's a big energy wave coming in, and you want to ride the wave to the shore. You don't want to come crashing down with the wave, because if you ever been on a wave and you've been surfing, I know it hurts you. It'll jar you. It's like riding a wave in Hawaii on my boogie board. And that big wave, that big wave came to shore, and I thought, oh, this is great. And then it dumped me and twirled me under like a somersault. I thought, that don't feel good. I'm not getting back on the boogie board, because it'll jar you. It will jar you, and it could hurt you. You don't want to ride the wave the wrong way. You don't, because it could backfire on you. You need to get off of it before it comes crashing, or you just get your way to shore before it gets to you. Seriously. Let me see. I'm trying to fish ready this you all. You gotta focus on personal growth. You want to grow in the right way. You don't want to grow backwards. You don't want to grow in the bad way. Some people said, oh, yes, I do. I want to see these people suffer. Well, you're using the energy the bad way, the wrong way. And when you do that, it's going to have a boomerang effect on you. It's going to catch back up with you. April 19th is another ritual day. Let me look at this. The thinning of the veil. Well, we've been seeing this happening. Some believe that during the blood moon, the veil between the spiritual and the physical, oh my gosh, is thin. And it's a prime opportunity to contact dead loved ones or deceased ancestors. So listen, so they don't say, okay, if it's thin, if the physical realm is thin, it's not only for the deceased or whatever, angels are even more closer. That's what I believe. Benevolent forces are even more closer. If you can have malevolent forces closer when the veil is thinning, then you most definitely have angelic. You can't have one without the other. Okay, there's not no special portal that only bad can come through. No, the good can come through that portal too, because it's a portal from another realm into this realm. Well, it would make sense to really think really positive and pray. Pray is good. That's a good prayer. Having good prayers coming out of you with the frequency, with the veil thinning. Absolutely. It is. It is. That's right, Sharon. We can pray, and some people may be doing their chanting and stuff like that. Well, that's okay. If you pray, you can counteract their things that they want to do. Really. And they'll come through the other realm. It probably does add more power in the spiritual to defeat. That's right. If you got to think of it that way. Okay. Oh, no. We don't want to hear about a blood moon prophecy. You are just tuning in. This is wild. You all, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah. I haven't been on here too much. I'm trying to lay low. I'm on my other channel a little bit, but with the summer months coming, it's hard to do videos all the time. But we'll still be able to get some videos here and there. Let's look at this, you all. We want to hear the blood moon prophecy, because it's a blood warm moon. The biblical prophecy of a moon turned to blood in Joel 2:31 had led some to interpret a blood moon as a sign of an impending doom or the end times. Although it's important to note that there are varying interpretations of this prophecy, very varying interpretations of that prophecy. You all, well, great. Now there's the warm moon. Okay, let's see the warm moon. It's not WARM. Okay, let's see the warm moon. Well, that's a garden. I can talk about the warmth. The spring's promise of a renewal. You want renewal and you want growth. It's a prime time for fertility. Ooh, they see, if there was no energy, if there was nothing to this blood moon, the full moon, or any of it, you wouldn't have Google search engines telling you, look at this. The warm moon is a prime time for fertility, spells. Look at that, spells. They know that there's energy in here. This is the Google search. Rituals for new beginnings and practices that involve connecting with the earth. The energy of the full moon encourages the sprouting of seeds, both literal and metaphorical, that were planted. Oh, wow. planted in previous months. So you all should think back, just think back. What kind of seeds did you plant spiritually in the past months, in previous months? Were they good seeds? Were they? Because now when the Mercury retrograde is coming too, if you planted some bad seeds, they're going to sprout. Depending on how bad they were, you may not have some good things coming towards you. That's what it says right there. You may not. If you planted some good seeds, they're going to sprout, and you're probably going to have a lot of good things coming towards you. This is really serious. They're not saying, oh, that's just conspiracy, or no, they're validating the energy from the moon. If you're just tuning in, they're validating it. And as far as I remember, the ancients did too. They valued the energy of the moon. They spoke about the moon's energy. Metaphorical. The energy encourages the sprouting, both literal and metaphorical, that were planted in previous months. Karma is here, dark goddess. That's right, karma. Karma. Does anyone know when the Mercury retrograde? Mercury retrograde is coming too. Mercury retrograde is coming. It's on the 6th. It's the 14th. That's the day of the full moon. Look. And the moon and the total lunar eclipse. The full moon, the total lunar eclipse. And then from March the 14th to April the 6th, the Mercury will appear to move backwards in its orbit. You know what that means. When something goes backwards, it's going back in time. What you did in the past is coming back now. Wow, look at that. It moves backwards in its orbit. It's a phenomenon known as Mercury retrograde, which is an optical illusion due to the relative positions of Earth and Mercury. Wow, I've never heard it explained like that, but it makes a lot of sense. It moves backwards. That's why you got to be really careful, the things you say, the things you do, your thoughts. It's like a turning back of the clock. It's like when you do something, you may not feel the consequences of it at that moment, but when Mercury moves backwards, it's like it travels back in time, and boom, you're going to pay the consequences for your action. You're going to reap the consequences of your words, your deeds, whether it be good or bad. And we got this. This is not too good of a sign. Look at that Schumann resonance. It's like heralding in the blood moon. And there's a blood moon prophecy. And if you add that with the Mercury retrograde, wow. Look at this. Mercury retrogrades roughly 3 to 4 times a year, lasting about 3 weeks. Wow. So this can happen to everybody. If you truly take that, you reap what you sow on this earth, thinking, I ain't going to have to pay the consequences. I'm not going to get caught. Well, Mercury retrograde happens 3 to 4 times a year. Or I'm not seeing, I've done so much good, but all I do is get bad in return. Well, Mercury retrograde happens 3 to 4 times a year. You just got to wait for it to come back around. You don't always reap what you sow at that very moment in time. Sometimes you do, whether it be good or whether it be bad, but be careful what you sow. Be careful of the words that you speak. Be careful of the things that you do. Just because you don't see the ramifications or any consequences or any rewards or whatever, then there doesn't mean that you're not going to ever see it. Oh, this literally telling you you're going to see it, because Mercury's going to travel backwards to that time, and your seeds, it's like leave a lot of happy tracks as you go down life's road. Leave a lot of happy tracks everywhere you go. Leave a lot of happy tracks, and keep this in mind, that others have to follow in the path you leave behind. Yeah. No, my gosh. Look. Practical advice. Some astrologers suggest avoiding important decisions, singing. Oh, signing. I thought it said singing. I thought, well, I just now sung. No, it means signing contracts or starting new projects during a Mercury retrograde. You think that's because they have to take care of all the past things that happened? And when you sign new things, well, you're interfering with the past because Mercury retrograde is going back dealing with the past, and it might not go too well because Mercury won't be in the forward position. Yeah. Um, Practical advice. Okay, so you've seen it, you all. Does it affect you? Look, there is no scientific evidence that Mercury retrograde affects people. However, some people believe that Mercury retrograde can cause communication problems, irritability, and other issues. I would say that it's going to do it because look at this. This is heralding in the blood moon. And it's here, the blood warm moon and the eclipse, and packed with Mercury retrograde, you all. I am going to go. So I learned something new. I hope you learned something new too, that Mercury retrograde is when the planet goes backwards, rotates backwards. And it's like the seeds you planted previous months or whatever in the past, you will see them sprouting. It's like a good tree bears good fruit and a bad tree bears bad fruit. Are you going to have nice, beautiful plants popping up in your garden? Or are you going to have weeds popping up? I'm sure at times you have both, the good and the bad. They had to grow up together. But this is serious. I didn't realize how serious this was with the eclipse and the full moon. And today's the 13th. That energy is already coming in. And for those who think, oh, that energy from the full moon, that does not affect me. Well, let's couple that with the total lunar eclipse, a blood warm moon, and Mercury retrograde. And if your personality and stuff seems like it's changing, you're thinking, I don't know what's going over me. I don't know why I feel the way that I feel. Why am I so irritable? Oh, I don't believe nothing about that moon, the Mercury retrograde or anything. Well, you're right. There's no scientific evidence, but people do from the human standpoint, right here, they believe that Mercury retrograde can cause communication problems, irritability, and other issues. So I'm going to go. Thank you for our moderators. You all, I just picked some moderators to be a standard moderator during the live streams, the current live streams. That way everybody gets a chance. And not everybody will probably get a chance, but I just picked different people. Yeah. So thank you for those hearts flying up the screen, you all. Make the best use of your time, and we shouldn't need Mercury retrograde to remind us that, you know what, if you don't be good, I'm going to come back. When I come back around, I'm going to go back in time, and the things that you did, whether it be good or bad, we're going to see what they produce. It's like he's going to pour some water and nurture it, and it'll pop up. So we shouldn't need Mercury retrograde. We shouldn't need the Schumann resonance turning red, and we shouldn't need the blood warm moon to try to get us in line with how we go forward in life, how we treat one another and stuff. We shouldn't. But it's just going to be a stark reminder. It really is like right in your face, right there. Yeah, and the veil is thinning. The veil is thinning. So I'm going to go. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. I did an upload of a video, but I already did it on this channel, but I never put it on my other Gina Warrior of Light this morning. But thank you all again. Take it easy today. And if you see people acting out, just remind yourself, hey, it's the Mercury retrograde. It's that blood warm moon. Yeah. And you just want to say, okay, I need to protect myself. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Thank you all again. And I'm going to remove the moderators during the live stream because I don't want to get on my big computer and have to log on. I don't. But thank you for everyone who has been a moderator for this live stream. I appreciate it. If I can find them, I may have to get on my, I think I got to get on my big computer. All right, you all have a